playing. Anton Daniels, y'all know who the fuck it is. Stop playing with me. I ain't got to get no real explanation. Super Scent, aka the trendsetter. Yeah. And we got my dog 2K. Stop playing with him.
Oh yeah, we in here. We in here.
Last but not least, we got your girl Randy Rosario. What's good? Listen, y'all, today's conversation is going to be about co-parenting, but during the holiday season.
Grab your pots and pans. It's time to cook. Don't forget the spatula. Now, today we're doing a reaction video on this co-parenting, baby mother type of thing. So let's get to it.
Crystal, you're dating
My
a new
first
guy.
thing is this.
He has a kid.
My first thing is this, right? Why do she have to just curse? Like, come on, that's a foul intro. You have millions of people that could be potentially watching your show, and just to start off like that, I just don't know. Now, after you get into it, then you might have a couple of words that slip out, but that's not just how you start. I believe that Anton need a correct introduction, but a more formal introduction. How about that? What's y'all thoughts on it? This is a reaction video. Let's go.
You go to his people's house for the holiday. You get there and the baby mama is there just kikiing with everybody. Is that an issue?
For a person like me, no. And I'm only say that because like I am a mom, so I know how that is. I won't want that weird energy on me, and I'm just there for my kid. But then again, I know me as well. I really don't want to be around nobody that I'm not with no more. Even though I am understanding that this is the father's side of the family.
Hey man, quit being so indecisive. Please pick a side. Please pick a side. Are you for it or against it? Last time I checked, your name ain't Malcolm and you're not stuck in the middle, right? Are you for it or against it? And ladies generally have a thing where they say, well, you know what? If it was like this, then this, but then it's like it may have could have been. Stop being indecisive. Are you for it or against it? We need affirmed answers. We need accurate, absolute answers. Let's go.
Family. I would drop my kid off and keep it moving. But some people do try to stay in that situation because they in feelings with, the baby daddy. They still got feelings for him or whatnot. But once you walk into a situation when you're in a relationship with a man who has a child, you kind of like gotta have your game face. You gotta know what's going on, and you can't let her see you sweat. You can't psych yourself out because he ain't with her no more. He with you until you see something that throw you off or is a red flag. You have to address it. But outside of that, you just gotta be you. You can't let none of that mess with you. So that's my view.
See, this is prove what they saying, right?
Yeah, I agree with 2K off the back. It's BS. It's a whole bunch of BS. If you ask me, it's a whole bunch of BS. This lady couldn't even be honest with herself. But let's continue.
It takes two people to ruin a relationship. So that girl and her mom, okay?
What the fuck?
If I pop up to the event and your old nigga there, we got a problem. Ain't nobody eating. We ain't praying before the food. Nothing. We finna towel or something.
Why?
See, and that's what I think females have to understand. There's a difference between how a man see things and how a woman might perceive things, right? It's a big difference. But if he's your leader, then you should follow his suit. Why would I want to be, let's just hypothetically speak, why would I want to be in the same situation as you and your ex or anything along that nature? What does that say about me? How do you think that would make me feel? Put a 1 in the comment if that would be unruly. Put a 2 in the comment if you would be comfortable in that situation. If you know that somebody done put in your supposedly wife or baby mom or whatever it is, that's why it pays. I guess that's why it pays to get married, and I guess have a version of that. I guess that's why it pays, right? But of course, we're in America. We're gonna do it our way. We're gonna do it whatever way we wanted to do it, and she can't forget about. Once you see something, you can't forget about it. You don't know what a person is actually truly thinking. So let's continue. I think that's a wild situation to be in, but I want to know y'all thoughts.
Why you feel like that? Why you feel like that?
He used to drop dick in my girl. Why he here?
Yeah.
That's
Let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all something.
You talking about baby daddy or just nigga?
I don't care who it is. I bet
the baby daddy.
I bet you your mama ex ain't at Thanksgiving.
Daddy for sure not there. He wasn't even around.
Come on.
Damn. What you talking about, Chulo? What you talking about?
I agree with 2K.
Dang. Let me tell y'all how I hate. There is nothing more that I hate in life than agreeing with 2K, y'all. I promise y'all. 2K is
too much sense lately.
Yeah, we got it.
Oh no, they don't like you when you make a lot of sense. They like you when you're not accountable, you don't make any sense, and or you're pandering to whatever they thinking. And generally speaking, if you're pandering, it's not gonna make sense at all. Not how guys think. But can y'all critique this lady right here for me as far as her attire? What would you rate her from a 1 through 10? I want to know y'all ratings from how she looked, for maybe her height, her size. What would you rate her from a 1 through 10? That would be the ultimate question. Because this host Rosario, I guess you can't take the hood out of somebody. You could put them in high class places. You could put them in a different ambiance. Hell, you could put them in $1 billion or $1 million mansion and or facility and or have billionaire friends as neighbors. But to me, she don't cut it. That's just to me though. That's my personal opinion. She don't cut it. I don't know if she was on the corner last night. She don't cut it.
Get this nigga up out of here. Anton, what you thinking?
No, it's always going to be a difference between women and men. I think that women are going to have to understand that they got to have a sharing mentality.
What?
No,
It's
seriously.
Thanksgiving.
Sharing is not caring in this situation.
Because, listen, you're going to have to learn how to appreciate what she's done for you.
I mean, hold on. Y'all share any other time. Y'all share the 10% any other time, so what's the difference now? Y'all just don't want the world to know that y'all sharing. I get it. You got to act one way in front of the public, and you got to act one way behind closed doors, but let's go.
Before you got there. No, seriously. And women look at it from a competitive perspective, but they shouldn't, because we don't see y'all as competitors. We see y'all as companions.
Bars.
She kind of did help the nigga get to the point.
She did.
Okay, so why y'all? What happens if a man help a woman get to a certain point? Why you don't
It's
appreciate
not the
him?
same. We look at him as a sucker.
Facts.
And we look at her as a suck ass.
Try something new.
Facts. See, I don't understand. What I don't understand is that, see, they're trying to compare, especially is like she's trying to say basically, however men think she gonna think. It don't work like that, man. It never will work like that. I don't know why most of these women just trying to be men nowadays. For what? You're in competition with the wrong person. You know, you should be a little bit more feminine, I'm guessing.
Why is you here?
Yeah, bitch, go home.
You don't got
Where's
nowhere else
your
to be.
family at, ho?
Where your nigga at?
This is a black woman thing.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you.
This is a black woman thing.
Why do you think it's a black woman thing?
Because y'all are the only ones that complain about something that y'all already sharing. Y'all already going for the same men.
Oh.
Same men. But then y'all complain about the competitive nature of trying to keep a guy that's trying to keep all of y'all.
These facts. Y'all,
Real talk.
All y'all pray for the same 8 niggas. Y'all be confusing the fuck out of God.
But here's the worst part about it. But wait. Here's the last part about it, right? Then you got the step crash dummy that's gonna come in.
There
Man.
you go.
All
There you
step
go.
that is his crash dummy.
It's always the step that.
Because he's gonna take care of what it is that y'all left on the floor. And no. Y'all gonna settle for the guy that y'all should have picked when y'all was in high school and college. The dude that don't care nothing about y'all, don't give a fuck about y'all, he gonna get the best of you. The step crash dummy gonna get the rest of you.
Big fact.
That's really what happens.
But
It's
what
the opposite
what
around.
about when you develop the rest of you? That becomes the best of you.
100%.
Mm.
Talk.
See, you see Chulo over there?
Yeah.
100%.
Well, come on, Chulo.
Listen, I
This
don't
is
care.
gonna be an uncomfortable conversation because we friends.
It's all
But
good.
we on different ends
We
of
dogs.
the
We
spectrum.
dogs. Now look, so when it comes to that situation, right? Like it's so many examples. You see celebrities and everything. That might have been the worst woman for that dude. But when she with you, you bring out the best in her, she bring out the best in you. It's a certain dude that can do that. Everybody can't do that. There's some dudes that can't bring out the best in a woman. They only bring out the anger, the violence.
Because they can't lead.
You feel me? Because they not doing what they supposed to be doing.
Or make no money regularly.
They ain't handling business.
They be damaged.
If you ever get to the point to where all women are agreeing with you, you're wrong.
Big fact. Big fact.
You know, I don't like that statement because Super didn't agree. Super didn't say nothing.
So
it was just
I did not agree with what he's saying. You feel like he's wrong because all of us unanimously.
If 95% of women in the room think that you say something and they agree with it, that's pandering.
You gotta look at it though, like,
or they just don't agree with you.
No, because he knows that we slot women differently for different purposes.
My question is this: why is she so combative? Ma'am, chill, relax, chill out. You may need to go in timeout. Chill, relax, chill out. You're so combative. It's like even if someone's telling you the truth, you just want to, but this is that. Then she's trying to reverse psychology and flip it, not knowing that she sounds ignorant to me. She sounds extremely ignorant. Can we talk about it? Well, let's discuss.
And we slot niggas differently for different purposes.
We don't give a fuck
Tyrone
about
can
what
pay
y'all
the
think,
bills.
though.
Billy can lay dick. Joseph can come fix the lights. It's what
One
you need.
nigga can fix shit in the house.
Hold on. And then the step crash dummy can pick up the pieces, right?
Sure.
Exactly.
So wait, why do you consider men step crash?
You just proved this point, man. You talk so much, man, that you just proved this point. Why would you want to finish in last place as a guy? Don't you have your legacy to build? Why would you want to be step anything? That is the most jokerish move I've ever seen. Let's go. Leave y'all thoughts down below. I want to know what y'all think.
Dummies and not women, because according to your laws, I'm a step crash dummy too.
okay,
Me too.
can I talk about stepmamas? Because
Yeah.
that's literally the worst people on the planet.
I almost called.
How?
Not all.
I almost called you out your
So
name.
listen,
Not
it's
all.
this
Fucking
movie
how?
based on a true story. I think it's called Cinderella. Who was she staying with and when she was getting abused? Her step-parent. Listen, bro, my stepmama used to be so fake. I used to come over there two weekends after summer. I ain't heard from her the whole
Out
year.
the summer? What kind of weak ass daddy you got?
Listen,
Not
I
a
get over
stepmama.
there. This woman used to lie like she loved me.
That's the
I love
babysitter.
you, stepson. No, you don't. Don't lie to me.
Why you say she don't love you? Because she might love you.
She ain't calling to check on me and ask me if I needed some books or anything.
Because you got a mama, nigga. Tell your mama you need some books. The fuck?
But see, exactly.
I'm going to take care of the books that you need while you here in my possession.
Why you in my
time, am I
house?
right?
Exactly. When you
She's just so strong, man. Like, relax and fix your forehead. My God, what are you mad at? The world? Let's go.
with me, I got you.
But when you a stepdaddy, you a full-time parent.
Facts.
Yeah, because you full time in the house. It's different.
It's very much so different,
If
especially
you
when you're in
love-
a co-parenting situation where the kid is majority of the time with the mom.
With the
versus
mom.
dad.
So
Exactly.
listen, okay, so if your dude
That's
go to
facts.
work the majority of the day, can his boss pay what you?
Let me show you why I stopped paying for all my.
What do you guys think? I think 2K is right. I think Anton is right. And no, I'm not being sexist, but I'm being factual here. Like, let's just look at the facts. If a woman said the same thing, I would agree with her. But most of them, some of them, you can find some of them out here that had some form of logical thinking, but they really wasn't wired like that. So how could you really expect that? You know?
Why?
Do he supposed to get her love?
What you mean?
How are you?
Let me
That's
break it
not.
down.
That don't make no fucking sense.
Because you saying,
Come on, break down this dumbass analogy.
listen, you get unconditional love just because you stay there. So if your nigga at work half of the time, he's supposed to be getting unconditional love or half of
You're
unconditional
gonna always
love.
switch it to some bullshit.
No, it ain't no bullshit. It's the truth.
That don't even make fucking sense.
It's the truth.
Listen, let's get into this co-parenting conversation though, because you brought up co-parenting and the difficulties in it sometimes, especially when one parent isn't as active. Let's talk about the ups and downs of co-parenting. So you guys know my husband, can y'all believe this nigga had 2 kids while we was on a 10-year break? Nigga, how dare you?
She must be delusional. Man, you guys was on a 10-year break. 10 years. What do you expect him to wait for you? Or expect him to go to the store and get some Trojan horses? What do you think that's going on out here? What world do you live in? And the question would then be, were you waiting for him? 9 times out of 10, probably not. From how I see your attitude is right now, I doubt if you was waiting. They said doors open. Doors opening. You know, did you have your door open? 9 times out of 10, she probably had her door open. I'm sure somebody cracked her. What y'all think? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all believe somebody cracked her. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think she hit y'all with the I'm celibate. Put a 3 in the chat if she turned the other cheek and say, you know what, now I like girls. Like, what's the difference? But let's continue. Though it is a big difference, but I'm just saying. Let's go.
You mean to tell me you was out here fucking bitches? Well, one, because she only gets, thank God, it's just
And
one of them.
impregnating them. Bitch.
Yeah.
You really out here thinking that it was just one as a man? This lady tripping. She don't really have a sense to reality. She tripping like hell. But let's continue. She's super tripping, but let's continue.
I ought to beat you up. But no, when we, you know, I joined their life and I joined the family, you know, it was a lot of work that had to be done because what I had to realize is that you don't have kids with somebody to not be with them. And it took for me to have our son for my eyes to completely open when it came to just giving her a little bit more grace. Because yeah, I'm gonna be a bean with y'all. He did it the right way. I would have been an even worse baby mama. I would have made your life hell because, sir, what you mean? I didn't extend your lineage. I'm still broken, still fucked up, still trying to heal myself from having this baby.
Let me ask you a question. If you hadn't had a kid with him, would it be the same?
What you mean?
So if you only was a stepmother, but you never had a kid with him, would you still be looking at him the same?
What you mean?
She said
if you wouldn't have had the baby, like once you.
It's like they don't want to hear the question. The question is right there, man. If you had it, would you have the same trajectory as you have a projection that you're saying now? He done said it twice. Like how many times? You hear everything else. You hear everything else. But let's go.
not the kid.
You evolved once you had the kid.
Yeah, so listen, my grace that evolved was me saying, okay, cool, I can understand why you be moving the way you move, homegirl.
But what if he said, I don't want no more kids? Would you still would have looked at him the same?
If he said he didn't want no more kids, well, that's not fair. It's my turn. You gave her two. Exactly. What was the point? I missed
because you were still trying to get something from him to make it yours.
You shouldn't even make it as far as marriage if y'all disagree on if you have kids or not.
And this why I say.
But I get what you're getting at. I will say this one in regards to step parent because we can. It's a hard pill to swallow, but I'm gonna say it out loud. It is a point where you have to accept that no matter what you do for those kids, they will never be yours completely.
Exactly.
And that's a very
home.
Oh, my house is their home. Period.
Go home.
But it is a deep situation to be in sometimes, and like a little bit uncomfortable because it's like, dang, no matter how much I pour into you, no matter how much I show up for you, no matter how much I love you, even if it's the right way, you still might end up like a nigga like that. That's like, bitch, you lying. You don't love me. You don't care about me. In reality, I do care about you. I do love you. I am gonna pour into you. I am gonna treat you just like I treat my biological son.
No,
but
you treat them kids like side babies.
No, I don't.
No, the fuck we do not.
No, you know
what?
I can't. Listen, I can be honest with you and say I do think that the average step parent does not love on they step kids.
Yeah, that's the average.
I will say that, but I do
Very
say
much
a lot of us go above and beyond for our step kids.
No, y'all get
yes, the fuck we do.
Step kids, the real kids, old clothes.
No, the fuck
way.
we don't.
Yes,
No, not me. Not me. Sorry, not me.
How does that work when my bonus kid? My bonus kid is 15. My son is 4. Can you imagine Chandler walking around in Dominic clothes looking stupid as fuck? How that's gonna work?
Look, until he go into it, he got some time.
Boy.
You know what? This is a disingenuous conversation.
Right.
And I'm a
lie.
No, it's a disingenuous conversation. Because every last one of these women up here is not the personification of what a normal woman would look like.
Thanks.
So what they doing, and I said this yesterday, I was telling them this yesterday, I was giving them a masterclass, but what they're doing is they don't give a fuck about you. They care about what's best for them, right? So
you're not a child, you're a man. So stop worrying.
Man, can the man finish speaking, ma'am? Before you go ahead and cut the man off 100 million times, right? She interrupt everything. which means she can't really comprehend or understand anything. Let the man speak, and then after he finished speaking, you can go ahead. This is how you have a grown folks conversation. What do y'all think? She's just quick to cut things off. And I know she's the host of the rant, but it's like, come on, you're turning a narrative into your direction. This should be a general, because these are questions that people really don't know about, and you can learn something from these conversations. But with her cutting you off every 5 seconds, how could you learn?
They get with a guy, they looking for the best available option so they can make sure that they're taken care of, right? But here's the problem. Because they're content creators, because they shape like Coke bottles and shit, what happens is
I'm shaped like Courage the Cowardly Dog.
y'all take advice from them because they can get a step crash dummy that's gonna take care of them. Most women don't have that many available options. They don't have that many chances. You don't.
They do.
You don't.
It's a lot of men that'll step up.
No.
Why do you think
Hold
women
on.
feel like they don't?
I'm gonna let you rock.
It's a lot of men.
But here's the problem. Look, the guy.
Do you hear Chulo in the back, man? It's a lot of Mr. Step. Come on now. Let's go. Now, from a woman, it may be beneficial in that aspect. But when it comes from guys to how we look at you, you're the weakest link. Let's go. Sad to say, you're just the weakest link.
The guy that still wants you, even after you have kids, you still don't want him. It's crazy. You don't want a regular guy. Y'all want a guy that make $200,000 a year that's gonna come in and take care of your kids and possibly have a kid with him, and you don't want that guy.
Yeah.
You don't want the regular guy that makes $50,000-$60,000 a year because this motherfucker is rich. They shape like Coke bottles, and 2K is crazy. So it don't make sense. And I tell people all the time, listen, you got to be more careful with who you open up your legs to, because y'all playing life like it's Call of Duty. You don't get a second chance.
And telling you right, they are the outliers, and some of y'all just need to be honest. Like, go smell your vibrator, ask yourself, do you deserve to be single? All right.
Did you say smell your vibrator?
What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean?
Some of these women deserve to be single. Y'all
No. Hold on. I'm gonna do you one better. I'm gonna do you one better. Think about being a stepfather, right? From the fellas, and y'all don't have to say it out loud because I know a lot of y'all here with y'all girls. But get in contact with me later. We'll kick it about it. Most guys that have children, if they had to do it all over again with the woman that they had children with, they wouldn't have children. Even with the children.
The first one, yeah.
No.
Sure.
Listen.
The first one.
Same with women though. Women too.
The first one.
Listen to what I'm
Women
saying.
too though.
Listen to what I'm
He hate
saying.
his baby mama.
No, it's not it. Listen.
The first one.
He clapping and shit.
Clapping and shit.
This is like really an undercurrent that's not discussed. Even in this political election, the thing that most men wanted was to change the child support laws and the family court laws, right?
I don't do child support.
Most guys,
Which I think is fair. But I looked at it and I did my research on the child support thing, and I realized that this is how America make their money, and this is how the cycle continues. Because if you don't pay your child support, you go to jail. But if a guy go to jail, then the woman is left with the kids. If the woman is left with the kids without her protector and her provider, then therefore the kids gonna grow up to be adolescents and or in and out of jail, and the saga continues. She's most likely gonna depend on the government. She's gonna be married to the government, and next thing you know, voila. Back to square one. You live your life on this earth. What have you really accomplished? What have you really done? Probably absolutely nothing. But let's get to it. So I am for, and put a 1 in the chat if you're for upgrading the court laws. Put a 1 in the chat if you're for upgrading the court laws, because I think it needs to be upgraded. But then I did my research to also find out that the state actually get government funding for each person that goes through child support. So why would it be in their best interest to change the law? It means that they're not going to make as much money. They're not going to make as much dinero. They're not going to make as much Hank. They're not going to make their quota. So it's actually profitable to actually separate families. If you're looking at it from a federal to a state system. I think if we're looking at it from reality base, That's messed up. You incentivize the woman to break up the family for what? So she can be controlled by the government and or the system? Come on now. It's time for a change. I definitely agree with this. But leave your thoughts down below. Do you guys agree with it?
If they had, as much as they love their kid, as much as that kid looked like them, if they had to do it all over again with the woman that they had kids with, that kid would never exist. If they can go back in time, that kid would never exist.
Same with women. Women feel the same
But
fucking
think,
way.
okay, so think about that for a second then. So if that's the case, why would a guy want to come in with a kid that's not even his when the guy that you had kids with don't even want you?
That don't mean they was compatible because they didn't stay together. I be tired of
Whoa,
hearing.
hold on. Cook up, cooking up that cook up, cooking up that cook up, cooking up that cook up. He's cooking up that cook up. Because what he did was he reversed psychology and said, hey, if that's the case, then why you guys agree when it's benefiting y'all, but y'all don't agree when it's not benefiting you? Which side are you on? Ha ha. Caught him. Catch him.
Hearing that because that don't have nothing to do with you. Maybe you just not compatible with somebody you thought you was. You
Hold on.
thought you was, but it didn't work out.
Let me jump in
Y'all
on
had a
that.
kid.
Especially when we talk about the fact that, like you said, you have to be more selective with your coochie or with your sex period because you out here using like Call of Duty. The issue with that is, or the issue overall be, we don't be really vetting people the same way you should get to know somebody, go on dates, and really genuinely get to know them for real. We don't do that. We be like, oh, he liked 10 of my pictures on Instagram. Oh, he cute, I'm cute. Let me slide in his DMs, talk crazy to each other for a second. We gonna link in 72 hours and we fucking. Y'all have to value y'all coochies more than that. The homegirl Amy called it having a conscious coochie. Okay, you have to have a level of consciousness in your coochie. Okay.
But fellas,
if you're not conscious with your kids, stop procreating with niggas that you don't want. Like you don't even know if you're gonna be a compatible father. Like you are really procreating. If you want fuck around. But when
want to simplify entry into the
like, why even curse though? Like, ladies, y'all looking weird and wild. If you want to do this and you want to do that, like upgrade your vocab. Go read a book. Let's continue.
Oh, with a nigga, you gonna do that with anybody?
And
that's weird.
I'm gonna give y'all some lazy women. Y'all, we do make mistakes, okay? Fellas, if you see a woman with a child and I call them a bad bitch on the bargain, okay? If she used to be the shit, she got a kid, you can go get her for the low. All right,
you get on my nerves.
Huh?
You really get on my nerves.
No, I'm serious.
I know you are.
I don't know what type of women he running into.
It's not lying. That's the honest to God truth. If she have kids, right? She's not what she used to be. So, fellas, go scoop that for the low. It's like clearance sale. She's not at her prime anymore. It's no way. If she's of age, if she above 30, hell, she above 25, damn, they're over, you know? But that's just the reality of the situation. That's the reality of the situation. Most people don't live in reality. They live in, they make their own world up. And there's nothing wrong with making your own world up, but you also have to play by the rules and what's happening in real time, right? We're living in real time. Everyone's live streaming. We're seeing this in real time. So you must adjust, you know? But let's go.
Like who is you fucking with?
He fucking remember
he fucking
with the prostitutes who's only worth a loaf of bread.
He said they ain't even worth the 40.
Yeah,
he is right.
Yeah, he said he need that money.
$40 pussy.
You said what?
He said $40 pussy.
It's all for sale.
You gonna need a pen.
Only a hit dog holler. See, the reason why I peep game and I peep her body language right here, right? I peep her body language right here. Only a hit dog holler. Only a hit dog holler. Only a hit dog holler, because if it didn't concern you, you won't be so defensive. That's why y'all probably don't like 2K, because he giving to you straight, like, ma'am. And Chulo right here, Mr. Step, you can have all the money in the world. You can have this, you can have that, right? If you don't have no game, if you don't have no common sense, you will get played every and every time. People prey on people like this. He don't even know it. He think he's doing a deed. He's thinking he's doing the righteous thing. He don't even know it. Amongst men, it ain't so righteous. That's all I'm saying. But let's get it.
Oh, after $40 pussy, you're gonna need a penicillin
Don't call her
shot.
prostitute.
Okay, I'm sorry. Sex worker.
Bro, this is the reason why it's so much bullshit in the world, because you got the young niggas out here without no fathers. The dudes don't want to step up and be the stepfathers because that's looked at as wrong to who though? Like, who is that?
Captain Save a hoe. That's all I see. Chulo. Come on, bro. Like, come on. You showing all your hands, all your cards. She for the streets, let it be for the streets, man. There's so many streets, so many sidewalks, so many different things. There's millions of women out here. Come on. You decided to just do the step roll. Come on.
That wrong to it, but ain't wrong to that man that's actually handling and taking care of the kids. Like, I ain't listening to no other broke ass niggas telling me what's wrong and what's right. You know what I'm saying? I can only get criticized by my peers. But nigga, you barely have a place to stay in. You know what I'm saying? I've been had a spot for little dude or whatever the case is. We built a genuine bond. When my situation was, I had a 4-year-old daughter, and I wanted to be with the woman who already knew how to nurture. So I'm not just out here like, oh damn man, shit. Let me get with this girl who ain't got no kids, never experienced a child, never experienced that type of love.
You gotta deal with all
she
that
won't
shit
know.
that come with it.
Exactly. So it had to match.
Tell the truth. Dudes do not love their stepkids.
Yes, the fuck they do.
You go speaking for other people again. You can't speak for the
Bruh.
masses.
They always
Everybody
speak
don't
for
feel
all
that way.
men.
My stepdaddy used to tell me. Yeah, exactly. I'm speaking from experience. You want me to lie?
You speaking from your
From your
horrible
experience.
Speaking from
POV.
your traumatized
POV, my
That's
nigga.
the disclaimer that we gotta
Check this
give.
out.
You traumatized.
Everything be from our point of view.
Just hear me out.
You fucking traumatized.
No.
It's not that. I agree with them, 2K. I think that they finished last. For what they supposed to do on this earth, they decide to go the opposite route. I think mostly steps, they finish last. They do. Because if you're being very competitive in this competitive world, right? High pace, right? Do you really have the time for that? Shouldn't you want to be the best you so you can get to the next level, so you can attract what you need to attract because you're magnetic, right? But if you stay on this level and you're comfortable on this level, then only thing I know with comfortability, it brings diseases. It brings so many different things being comfortable. You don't need to be comfortable. You need to be uncomfortable, and that should be comfortable enough. If you want to strive for excellence. If you don't, then you can take the easy way out.
My stepdaddy used to tell me he loved me, right? And then every time my mama catch him cheating, he'd take the TV. Like we had one house in the TV, and he'll take it. Do that sound like love to y'all?
Yes.
If he
Stop
bought
watching.
that TV, no, because let's break this down. Because he always talking about bitches cheating and niggas cheating and shit, right? He love that conversation.
I love
So if your mama gave him hell after he was out getting his dick wet,
Yeah.
he should have took the goddamn TV according to your law.
No. Hold on.
I don't even know my law.
Chulo.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Chulo, explain that again about the nurturing thing.
All right, so you gotta understand it, right? Like when it comes to women, right?
Did y'all hear how he sighed? Chulo. Come on, man. Come on.
You already know the moment they really truly fall in love, is when they had that child. Like it's something about that connection that you see within her eyes and the baby eyes. It's locked in. You know what I'm saying? And you want to be with a woman who actually experienced that before. Because I got a 4-year-old daughter. I'm a man out here trying to handle bills and all this. So my mind everywhere. I need somebody who can help me with this situation versus somebody I don't know what to do. I ain't had no kid before. You know what I'm saying?
The kids.
What
He's
happened?
helping him with the kids, nigga.
All right, so check this out. So look. So he explained that beautifully, perfectly. I've seen some women agreeing with him, so I know you're wrong. All right, so check it out. Think about that for a second, right? Guys, do y'all want a woman, and we're not talking about a woman to play with, we're talking about a woman that you want to marry. Would you prefer to have a woman that's been around the block 100 times, or do you want a woman that's actually a virgin?
Because them
You
niggas
niggas don't even know what.
Y'all hear that? They don't want to hear the truth. Guys would much rather have virgins. We don't want you to already have kids. We don't want to be the second in line, the third, the fourth, the fifth. You already know how body counts go. They say they only played with 2 or 3 people in their lifetime. That's a lie. multiply that times, add 7 to it, and then multiply by 2. You're telling me you live your life on earth, and what is considered like, no, that's a lie. That's cap. Most of them, they're not going to be honest with you, because if they're being honest with you in that subject, they know that we're going to look at you funny. You said you only had XEX with 2 guys, and you're 30, you're 35, you're 40. You really think that? You really think people was born yesterday? Man, it's something you're not telling me. And since you're not being honest, guess what? Red flag. Flag on the play. Flag on the play.
What to do with a motherfucking
They
virgin?
wouldn't know
Stop
what
playing
the
with
fuck
me.
to do with no virgin.
You
A
want
30, 40-year-old virgin? Y'all want a
Bitch,
40,
don't want
30,
them.
40-year-old
Why they
virgin?
mad?
No,
Why
they
Hey,
mad.
hold on.
You know what's
Hey,
crazy,
wait, keep it
though?
real. Keep it
Chulo. See, I think Chulo pandered to women. I think he pandered to women. He's gonna always agree with their point of view, so he can be cool and look cool and maybe get the woman, but it ain't gonna be the woman you want. Oh no. And she's not even gonna look at you as the guy she wants. She might look at you and say, you know what? I can finesse him. Oh, I can finesse him. I can keep him in the same place all day long. I can control him, because see, a woman love control. Don't let them control you. You run the house, not them. When, how? The only thing they can, if they run everything, it will lead to destruction. I'm just saying, they're not meant to. They're not meant to lead. They're not meant to lead. They're meant to follow, literally, and follow the right person and be feminine, because they have their superpowers just as much as we have our superpowers. But when they're trying to become us and be like us, Steve Harvey wrote a book, Think Like a Woman, Act Like a Man. Oh my God. That right there, as far as sales, the sales went up, but the concept doesn't work. It never did, and it never will. No man wants an alpha woman. If you're an alpha woman, you basically in a man a beta male. Last time I checked, we like feminine, fit, friendly women. I believe Kevin Samuel said, and he broke it down quite correctly, and I agree with him. Think about it. After you at war with the world every day, do you think that you want something so strong that you got to come home and go to war with that too at the same time? Now you fighting 2 wars, outside on the battlefield and inside your castle. What sense does that make? I think that's nonsense. But let's go.
For real, you
Virgin
talk
women
about
don't want because men will want a virgin to marry, but you will go around deflowering all these women and leaving them impure. That don't make sense. But you want a virgin, but you just tested the waters with about 15, 20 bitches before
No.
you found your virgin.
I'm with you. Now you know she wrong, because y'all are.
the average person sees around 10,000 online.
I like his analogy, but his analogy makes sense though. If you are totally agreeing with him, because how they think, I'm telling you, it's not logical. He's not.
Oh, but check it out. That's cool.
You know you be wrong because the man
I'm
be
with
agreeing
it.
with you.
I'm with it. I'm with you.
And men can't even think right.
I 100% agree with you. I 100%.
This woman says any and everything. She throws me off. Where's she at? She right here throws me off. Randy, the host, throws me off all the way. You're just saying the same thing he's saying, and it doesn't apply, man. It's basically, instead of you actually comprehending what someone's saying, you quick to respond. Right? So you're so reactive. That's all. He's triggering you. You're so reactive, and it's self-evident. This video going to get played 100,000 times.
Oh, hey, wait, keep it real. Keep it real. You talk about
because men will want a virgin to marry, but you will go around deflowering all these women and leaving them impure. That don't make sense. But you want a virgin, but you just tested the waters with about 15, 20 bitches before you found your virgin.
I'm with you. Now you know she wrong, because y'all agreeing with her. No, but check it out. That's cool.
You know you be wrong because the man be agreeing with you.
I'm with it. I'm with you.
And men can't even think right.
I 100% agree with you. I 100% agree
They
with
don't
her.
even lift up their balls to wash, you nasty motherfucker. So I know for a fact y'all don't have no real opinion.
No. Seriously, I 100% agree with you.
Come on.
It's almost like renting a car.
This lady is wild to me. She's been hurt. Something's going on. This lady wild to me. Her examples doesn't make sense. We don't think, but yet we're wired to be logical. Ma'am, you don't think. You're doing everything that you're saying, you're doing, and it shows. You're a bit ignorant. Very much so. It's damn near as if like the joke's on you, madame.
We dog the we no.
Renting a car, something half you
They
niggas
dog
can't
the
do
rental.
because you ain't got a license.
No, we cool with that because when you rent the car, you drive it like you stole it. But when you buy it for yourself, you baby it every day. You get it new off the parking lot. Everything. If you go, listen, a lot of these women are Lamborghinis on tour road.
Wait, so y'all get to test the waters until you find what you want to buy.
200.
But a woman who got tested by a man and he decided that he didn't want to be there anymore because
Ma'am, no one cares about what you're talking about. I'm telling you. You're trying to compare and contrast as if we're the same and we're not. That's what you got to get it wrapped around your head. If you was to go out and have sex with 10, 15, 20 people, you know you'll be considered something else, right? If we was to go out and do the same thing, we would be considered men. Think about it. Think about that. Let that sink in real quick. We will still be considered men. Nothing changed with us. Not in that nature.
that ain't his luxury ride.
Damn.
He feel like it's something else out there
nigga
for
not no
him.
teacher.
So she wrong for moving on with her life and getting away from him and then finding somebody else.
No. You're not wrong. If you can find a step crash dummy, do it.
Why do they got to be a step crash dummy? Because they decided that was their cup of tea.
Because I don't. Because
Look at what he said. Look at Chulo's face right here.
So she wrong.
Listen,
for moving on with her life and getting away from him and then finding somebody else.
No. You're not wrong. If you can find a step crash dummy, do it.
Why do they got to be a
peep the man face, body language and all, slumped over like, damn, he must be talking about me. He must be talking about me. Yeah, he is, Chulo. You got that P ring on your pinky, and you ain't pimping nothing. You getting pimped. Most of the ladies are pimped nowadays. They pimping you. And I know the truth hurts, but look, we men. We take it on the chin, keep it moving. Let's go.
step crash dummy because they decided that was their couple tea?
Because I don't know any man.
What if she's his luxury ride? You speak for yourself.
I'm gonna tell you why.
You speak for your mother.
No. I'm gonna tell you
Every
why.
man don't think like that.
Yes, they do.
You can't tell them that.
Yes, they do.
You can't tell him he's
listen,
right or wrong.
No,
Because of the way you think.
I don't know no man that go to sleep when they're a kid that dreams of having a used Lamborghini.
Who said it? What if that's at the end of the day? It's not trying to be funny.
That analogy was one of the best analogies. That's true. And check out Chulo's face. He's like, oh, shoot. I think he finally got it. Because sometimes, fellas, you got to hear from the other fellas to be like, huh. You know, I think he finally got it. Like, damn, that is true. We don't want no used cars. Think about it. See, your body count do matter. We don't want no used cars driving around. If it is, we're going to get in it. We're going to use it for a second, but real guy's not going to keep it. We're going to use it. Oh, we're very useful. We're going to use it for a second. Might floor it. But we're not going to keep it. We want something clean to keep. Something that's not touched to keep. Something that's pure to keep. And what's wrong with that? We got to make America masculine again. My God.
What if that's all you can afford?
No,
Hey, hold on, wait. Hey, let's keep it real.
You missing it.
Wait, let's keep it real.
One at a time.
You
Chulo,
missing it.
Chulo.
All right, if we keeping it real, right? Like by your
How
standard,
many
Anton.
of y'all
Hold on.
dreamed of a used car when you was coming up?
As soon as the car get 1 mile on it, it's considered used, right?
Wait. So
But
you
that
look at.
motherfucker's still brand new.
Hold on,
So how
so
you
if
gonna
these-
tell the car what it's worth just because somebody?
If these
drove it
men
for
30, if these men 35, 40 years old, you're telling them, hey, you need to look for the lowest mileage or a virgin. That's what you're telling them, right? Like the lowest mileage or a virgin. That's what you're saying, right?
No, I'm saying that any man, I would never tell somebody to do something that I wouldn't do. What I'm telling guys is I would not advise you if you are a man with no children and you have made the sacrifice and made sure that you don't have no kids out of wedlock and you are on the upswing and you're doing really well in life.
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
I am not going to, in good conscience, tell him to go and look for a woman that already have children. I'm not going to do that.
That's cool.
I agree.
That's cool. We agree with that. We agree.
We're not going to
But
tell.
I wouldn't tell a woman to do that either.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I would not tell a woman
Agree.
either.
Okay, so
If you are a woman and
No
you take
kids.
care of your business and you on top of things.
See, Randy, she playing the sexist game. Attack man. No, the man is trying to prove a point to you. That's it. You just don't want to hear the point. Because only a hit dog holler. He's trying to prove a point. And to me, his points make sense.
Because I don't look at a woman that is above the age of 30 that don't have kids as a red flag. I don't by default look at that. She may have had circumstances that then made her want to focus more because her childhood said that I don't want to be in this situation no more. I don't think that a woman should do it either. So the only reason that y'all was disagreeing with me is because y'all thought that I was only speaking to men.
Yeah.
But now it makes sense, right?
Or men with children. Without
You
children.
made it equal.
We cannot recommend it.
But now that just means that
Now that you make it equal, Randy, come on, Rosetto, come on. Now that it's equal, what? You have a feminist mindset. That's all that this proves to me. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all believe Randy has a feminine mindset. I think she have a feminine mindset, totally. Like totally. She can't hide it. She's been programmed, and it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to unprogram her. She's already of age.
You can't sit here and tell people that they're wrong when they do it.
You're wrong.
That you contradicting yourself. I don't recommend you do that, but if you do it, you're wrong. That's what you do. That's how you look at life. How do you know?
we
that?
all look at
I
life.
feel like just because somebody had a kid with somebody, don't make them incompatible for you. That could be your soulmate. That could be who you supposed to be with.
Use goods.
They just because they had a kid before you, and then that's another thing too.
Y'all
If
the
that person
same-
is willing to, they accepting it.
She's in that situation. That's what it be. Because she's fighting hard. She don't want to hear it. But it's the truth. Truth hurts, I get it. But it's the truth.
They love that kid. They love you. They want that.
Yeah,
How
and-
can you tell
hey.
a man he wrong for wanting that, loving that?
And then they didn't have nothing to be
Y'all are the same niggas that wore hand-me-downs your whole motherfucking life. Y'all love used goods. Stop fucking playing with me.
Listen. That's not, listen.
We do not like the thrift store. Man, we want everything new. See, you just blurting out. You're blurting out answers, and your answers are not ever, never going to make sense. Big facts.
Listen.
The only thing I don't agree with Anton, if you 30,
I don't know, 2K. Them jeans is giving
you
thrift store, my
31.
nigga.
never. Listen, if you 30, it's a red flag. Ain't no way you ain't found the nigga to believe in you yet.
Or you believe in
Or
abortion
she's
and not getting
cautious on who
trapped.
she want to procreate with.
No kid.
Or she's cautious on who she want to procreate with.
I know you got some.
Or she's disciplined and
She got some bodies under her belt if she 30 with no kids. I get
Hey
it.
man, listen, no, look, we already know, like, if we looking at life as experience and looking at everybody else's experience, right, and taking that under consideration, the most stable women got a child or two. Like for far as think about it, like they have to be handling business. They got kids, and especially most of those dudes always leave because they normally have it wrong by the wrong nigga. They all agree with this. Everybody already agreed. Yo, I'm having a young by the wrong nigga. Boom. Now I gotta handle the responsibility regardless. So they taking care of responsibility regardless. That's what should be as qualification.
No,
Like,
most
what
of
you
those
doing?
kids should probably even be with their father.
Facts.
To be honest with you.
But the dad don't be
No,
wanting these kids.
no,
The
no.
dad don't be wanting these
You
kids.
rarely see the father walk away with the kids when they separate.
Chulo, you hurt. Chulo, you're defending the woman on this one, man. Come on. We need you to come back over on the other side. You're looking wild, bro. You're looking wild.
That's the whole reason why they want to update family court laws is because by default it's slanted in the favor of the woman. That does not necessarily mean that she's the best parent. It doesn't mean that she's the best parent. No. Come on,
Me
man.
and my baby daddy broke
Look.
up. I wholeheartedly believe that if he had his shit together and he wanted my son, I would let my son go.
You should have went back with your baby daddy.
Why? He's a loser.
Why would I go back to somebody that broke me? Why would I go back to somebody that couldn't provide for me? Why would I go back to?
Oh, she's hurt. You chose him though. You chose him though. You chose to have your legs open. You chose. You chose, man. You got to deal with the consequences. You don't pick the consequences.
Somebody that put their hands on me. Why would I go back to that? That didn't work for me.
Because you had a baby by him. That's what you deserve.
I don't have to be locked down to that because I have a child.
But was he like that before you opened up your legs to him?
Of course not. They never are. They never are. You ain't
So,
never heard of a person
know
wearing a
men change.
mask.
So,
9 times out of 10, when you first meet somebody, they
the
have a
best.
mask on. They're being what they think you want them to be.
That's a fact.
Give it some time, you're gonna start noticing shit. You're gonna start seeing, I don't like that. I don't care for that because now they're comfortable and they can't hide who they are for very long.
So you saying that your women intuition only work after you have a kid?
Nobody said nothing about that. We see red flags. Don't we say that all the time? You see red flags, but you don't look at nobody as being perfect.
Let me ask you.
Let
me ask Super.
Especially if you've never seen it.
Hold on, wait. I want to ask Super because I know a lot of y'all disingenuous, but we're gonna expose y'all to
You
that,
disingenuous.
Right? No. I'm gonna ask Super. For every guy that you've ever talked to in your life, for every guy that you got into a relationship with, and this is not just a question for you, this is a question for everybody. Did you already know what he was about, if he was an ain't shit dude, or if he was an actually good dude before you got into a relationship? Nah, hold on. Did you know? Do women know before they get into a relationship?
Of course they know.
Yes, yeah.
It don't matter what you said. You see red flags, you love them, and you stay with them for potential.
I will say.
They know everything else. They know everything else, but what they need to know, of course they know.
I will agree with Super on that.
I with them for potential. You're hoping to change them and love them through it.
We gotta hold our own bullshit for a second because
don't lie, bitch. Don't lie. You stand with them for potential.
You seen some stuff and you thought that you was gonna be able
he could
to
be better. I could love him better. I could hold his hand.
We always thinking we can fix a nigga.
Yeah, hold on.
Exactly. A nigga be a project. I want to fix this nigga. A nigga be a project for us, and we want to fix him, and we want to uplift him and pour into him so he could be a better person. And at the end of the day, he don't.
So
generate sampler.
You can't fix someone that don't want to be fixed. You can lead them to the water, right? You cannot make them drink it. It's the same thing. So, ladies, y'all can't fix nothing but yourselves.
The case, then that mean you knew you was with an ain't shit nigga before you got with it. So how we gonna lead? How we gonna put that on the responsibility of just him? And y'all never take accountability for the fact that you opened up your legs.
I just did, nigga.
To a dude that wasn't good for you the minute that you met him, you knew he was.
In certain stages of your life, that makes sense. Now, when you get to your 30s and up, then
you don't got time for it.
It's over.
But
It's
when
too
you're
late.
young, a lot of times when people be in their early 20s and they go off to school, go off to college, or even high school, they meet these guys, they don't know. They don't know what this is about. It'd be like learning. And then once you get to being 30 and you dated 2 guys, or because I don't know how many bodies people got, that's not my business. But you learn as you go, unfortunately.
And this why I always be saying, this is why we need to go back to the system of your dad to pick your niggas out. Trade you for some livestock.
Well, if my dad.
That makes sense. That makes sense. And I see why rich class of people, that's what they do. They pick who they want their child to marry. And you might say, well, why the child don't? Because their brain ain't developed to pick the right choices. Obviously, your brain ain't developed until you about 25, female-wise. So you would need help in making those life decisions. Think about it. It only makes sense to me. Now I understand why the rich stay rich and the poor stay poor.
It was around to pick the right man for me, then hooray. But he wasn't. So now what?
Listen, y'all been wrong. Are good niggas.
I agree with you on that. A lot of times, I do agree with that. A lot of times we don't pick the right ones. But you know what I don't appreciate about this conversation most of the time when we have it, I don't appreciate the fact that it seems like the person that stayed to actually take care of the child, raise the child, and do what they're supposed to do to nurture and make sure that kid is good seems to get punished.
Goofy.
Single mothers are dragged.
You should be punished
regularly. But the fact that hoe ass nigga left his kid and not raising his kid, not showing up to games, not emotionally showing up, not covering and protecting that motherfucking child, he's okay. He gets away with it.
Hey.
He gets away with it.
And that's okay to get dragged by them, but you'll meet that. And
my money, my
like me will see that shit and say, listen,
my money, my choice.
Because for one, like I said, all the bad going in the world because people raising without
my money, my choice.
Fathers.
My money,
okay,
my
well,
choice.
you chose
That part.
somebody that
I
ain't got
think that
kids. But some of these
I
niggas out
agree.
here, you see how you said no, my money, my choice. A lot of these niggas ain't got no money to even make choices.
That
But
part
you
too.
still
But you
Facts.
saw that
That
though.
part.
But you saw that and you still
But y'all
chose them.
still sleep with
You
them.
saw that and you still chose
They
them.
didn't have no money when you was with him.
They be pretending.
No,
They
no,
came in
no,
with the
no.
Gucci
No.
loafers on,
No.
clean as fuck.
No.
We
I'ma
ain't know
say,
that was
when
his
you-
only pair of Gucci loafers, and he been wearing them
No.
for 10.
Man, do you know you could put on a facade? You can go rent a Lambo. You can go buy some clothes. You can do this and do that, and then sweep you off your feet, and then you the fool because you didn't do your research, but yet you was the same person talking about vetting. Man, you're like an angry bird. You're like an angry bird. Get out of here.
Years. We ain't know that. He
Yes,
cleaned
you
the
did.
bitches up
You
good.
knew. You knew.
What do they say when they say the thing about when people they date? How can I say this? They date. I worked in a bar. Put it like that. In my early 20s, I worked in a bar. I was a waitress, right? So I worked there a lot. I'm there all the time. Most of the guys that I met were those guys in the club. I wasn't doing nothing outside of it. I wasn't meeting nobody nowhere else. That was a place where they could intimately find me.
Dating based on your
Yeah,
environment.
you date based on your environment. If I'm not privy to what you're talking about, I can't meet a man like you. I'm not in those areas. This is just my life and what's happening right now. I got a waitress to make money. That's just what it is. But this is what I'm running to. And then I end up running into these men that's not shit, or dating multiple women, or got the jewels on and what we see. You feel me? Because that's what everybody around us is telling us is what's good and the
But
type
once
of person you're supposed to deal with.
Excuses.
But you still
That's
see
not
it.
Excuses are for the weak and incompetent. I agree with Anton on this one. She's full of excuses and she's hurt. No one cares, ma'am. You made that decision. You made your decision. You made your bed, lay in it, make it up every
an
day.
excuse, because if I don't know better, I can't do better.
No,
You
that's
know-
real.
no, no,
That's
no, no, no.
real. If
You-
you don't know
you
better,
know
you
better.
can't do better.
If any man ever said this, y'all would say he was a weak man.
Because men are meant to be strong.
If men, but no. First, y'all say that, oh, we need to have mental health services and let men have a voice. Then, when they do it, y'all call them weak men.
Just not a stupid ass voice. He can have a voice, just not a stupid ass one.
If we don't pay child support, we go to jail.
Not all of y'all.
If we don't pay child support,
It's a couple niggas. It's a couple niggas clapping right now that got back pay and rears just right now for sure.
I feel like if you owe child support,
you better
you
pay.
should go to jail.
If you know what I know, you better pay that shit by December
Why are you doing
31st,
what you're supposed to
nigga.
do?
That insurance, that motherfucking interest gonna hit on it.
when they don't want to take accountability, when we start to
everybody be asking me, man, does the Bluetooth actually work?
Bro, that's crazy to me. They would even send you to jail, knowing that that's not a place for you to be, just for them to collect some type of money or have some type of say-so or some form of control. Get out of here. That's what's wrong with us.
Y'all wanted
But
to
if
have,
men went
just
to
like
court,
y'all wanted to be like the white man.
y'all wanted to be like us. You wanted to work like.
And then she have a nerve to pull the race card. They did the same thing with Kamala, and look what happened to her. Y'all just keep on trying to pull this race card, right? It don't work in this modern world. We understand that slavery happened and all of that, but we didn't see it growing up. The kids didn't see it growing up. They was told about it, but they didn't see anything. So if they didn't see anything, right, how could they relate? Did you know that it was things that was before slavery? Can we start there? Can we start on the Egyptians? Can we start on the Kemet? Can we start on Africa? Can we start on building the pyramids? Why do we start in 1619? Why? It's because they don't want to know who you really are. Once you understand who you really are, you understand you was the master builder of damn near everything that you see. Then you begin to think differently. But somebody need to run a different program. Can we talk about it?
Like us, you wanted equal pay, you wanted to be able to choose who you wanted to sleep with, you didn't want to listen to your parents.
You stupid bitches want options.
Y'all wanted to go off.
Stupid whores.
No, y'all wanted to go off to college and do your own thing.
Oh, you educated bitches.
Wait, can we speak on that? Can we speak on that? Why?
No. Hold on.
Women didn't just jump and say, I want to vote, I want to do this, I want to do that. They had to. Women, they couldn't make decisions for themselves.
What happens
we couldn't even
is
get bank accounts until like the 90s or some shit like that, bro. 70s,
But
there you go, credit cards.
what
and shit.
happens is when you open up yourself to the world, you get your ass kicked.
Yep.
What men have always experienced is that we got to pay for the consequences of what happens when we make these decisions, whether we like it or not. Nobody gives a fuck about our feelings. What y'all are experiencing is what y'all were protected from y'all whole life. Y'all, no.
The whole world flipped upside down. That time that you talking about is so long ago. But this the thing though. It changed.
No, that's not fair to say.
It changed when
in
men
reality,
felt like they didn't have to be.
A lot of things happened because of our community was intentionally set back. We have to be honest and have that conversation.
They put drugs into our communities in the 80s.
was flooded with drugs. Our men were taken away from us, and we were forced into an independent lifestyle for real.
Y'all took the bait. Y'all bit the cheese. The government wiggle welfare in front of y'all. Say put these niggas out.
And that's a fact. Y'all, most of all of y'all just married the government. That's what ended up happening. All y'all end up marrying the government. Ask your grandmother. Y'all end up marrying the government. Y'all said the guys can't be in the house. But did y'all know a fun fact? I'm going to give you a fun fact, right? Black people couldn't have the guy in the house in order to get government assistance. White people, they call it subsidies, and they could have their man in the house and they still got assistance. You get the difference? So what does that mean? Y'all fell for the okie doke. Do your research, do your homework. Y'all fell for the okie doke.
Y'all grandmas took the bait.
Right.
These are facts.
I'm not mad at that. You're right.
Yeah, you're right.
My granddaddy was in jail. My granddaddy was in jail, and the other nigga wasn't around. So, hold on. The audience is yelling. What do you say?
Listen.
You guys must be fans of Anton's. You're unruly.
Hey, but for real, let me break down my old saying because y'all need to. It's blunt. Okay.
No. Seriously.
No, it's too
much. A lot of y'all don't take responsibility for who y'all are.
Agreed.
And who y'all. And you can remember
Agreed.
this. Take this home with you.
I do feel like people have a problem with that kind of.
Hold on, 2K giving them some homework. What's the homework, 2K?
Just take this home with you, okay? If every dude you fuck was a bum, you need to ask yourself, am I pussy is a homeless shelter? Take that with you. Take that home with you.
Do some deep reflection.
Hey, Anton, I believe
deep reflection.
I believe the girls who are taking the responsibility, right? Accountability, or the woman who say, "Nigga, I'm gonna do this with or without you," because you know you got those women be like, "I ain't doing nothing unless you do this. I'm gonna put you on child support. I'm gonna sit there." Some women ain't even waiting for that shit because they know they got to do it regardless.
Exactly.
So those are the people that's taking responsibility of the shit that they supposed to be taking responsibility of. Like, this my son. I'm you know what I mean?
Too many women clapping. Anton's about to say he's wrong.
No, because most of the guys that I know that got full custody of their children, they don't. No.
All two of them niggas.
It's probably one or two.
All two of them
Most of the
niggas.
most of the guys that I know that have full custody of their children, they do not put the woman on child support.
Right.
They don't do that.
And he shouldn't.
No.
Look, guys don't put girls on child support or women on child support. Women put men on child support. Big difference. Even if we're in a position to do it. Why would you want the courts in your business? Think about it. That's your problem now. Why would you want the state in your business? Which means that you can't go anywhere without letting the state know. Hey, state, I want to take my child out of town. Hey, state. Can I do this? Can I do that? What? So you've grown up to be an adult, still the answer to the state? Come on now, you're a child. You're a child. That's childish behaviors.
You know why they don't do that? Because they still leave the door open for her to participate in the child's life.
Right.
That's why they do it.
Women don't do that. You're right.
They do that for men.
No. Listen.
How many men do you know that are single fathers?
Forget this, because I know y'all gonna keep blaming men. Men love harder than women.
Right.
They honest. No. It's the reason why if they catch a woman cheating, then it breaks them.
20,
it can
180. That's how many clients I'm going to get.
It could break you if you allow it to. Yeah, you matter of fact, let's be honest. It affects us more than it will affect the woman. But you got to use that as fuel. Use that as jet fuel to get where you need to go in this world. Don't let that stop you. For what? For what? Don't let nothing stop you. It happens. Okay, cool. You learned your lesson. You learned your mistake. Do better. That's it.
Way harder than women. Most of these guys that y'all walk away from, if it was an option for y'all to come back, they would leave the door open for y'all to come back. That's the honest to God truth. A lot of y'all choose to walk away because you want something different than what you already got. That's the facts. Listen. He deal with y'all when y'all have y'all made up postpartum.
Made up postpartum?
When you have your,
Talk that
shit.
That's true. It do be made up because now you want the guy to feel sad or sorry for you about, hey, your trials and tribulations, like as if you didn't make those decisions on your own. See, women can be 10 times as more manipulative than you ever thought before. That's all. If you fall for her manipulation, then that's on you. Don't fall for it, fellas.
Damn.
Now you're dealing with me?
Fucking wow.
Hold on. Now you know what?
Made up
That's wild.
postpartum.
That's wild. I had your kid, and now you feel like you're doing me a favor dealing with me.
You right. They'll never take that to work. They don't. Boss said, bring your ass in. Hey, and make sure that you do this and make sure that you do this. Yes, sir. You want to know why? Because there's a financial gain attached to it. So which means that y'all do anything for the monies. That's all that shows. It shows that you would do anything for the monies. That's it.
What the fuck type shit is that?
We did your lineage, and you did me a favor.
I put my life on the line to have your
I didn't
child.
make this decision on my own.
And
Y'all
my
never take postpartum to work.
He said some straight
That was
bullshit.
wild. That was wild, bro. That's wild. That's wild.
I know women that have postpartum every time they have a period.
I'm a
It's
bitch.
called hormones.
That's called PMDD.
No, that's called the devil trying to get up out of you.
No, it's called hormones.
Listen.
So we gonna make everything biblical versus off science.
Listen,
What we know,
bro. Y'all guys, every single day, put their lives on the line every day to make sure that y'all taken care of and provided for.
Tyrone not even paying the motherfucker.
They endure through all of the bullshit that y'all put them through. And the only thing that y'all can say,
Randy is so ignorant. She's so ignorant. I'm telling you, she's ignorant.
Is that I have to do what's best for me and my kid when you walking out the door.
Factual.
That is a selfish.
Because if you breaking
statement.
me down, what am I saying? How are you helping me? How are you helping this child?
How come I never hear
How is
from
that selfish to
how
leave?
come I never hear from any guy that says I walked away because she was breaking me down? They endured through that shit. They endured through that
I know
shit.
men that leave.
So
I know men that leave.
It sounds like women have better boundaries than men.
What? No.
It sounds like women have a better understanding.
You know what
of
they
themselves
telling
and
y'all
what
today?
They deserve.
You know what they
This whole
telling?
thing is self-preservation.
You know what they telling
when it
y'all
comes to us
today?
women.
They telling y'all, give a fuck about them. Don't care.
Yeah.
This is what they want. When you don't care and you lie to them, they love you more.
Big
When
facts.
you real with them and you really trying to hold them down, they don't give a fuck about you.
Big facts. Big facts. I'm telling y'all, this man is spitting nothing but the truth. Big facts. The less you care about them, the more they care about you. The more you care about them, the less they care about you. Big facts. It ain't nothing but the truth. I'm telling you. That's why good guys finish last. That's why bad men finish first. According to their eyes, you bad, but you're not. You're not bad if you stand up for yourself and no, this is my boundaries. This is what I stand for. Oh, I say you can't do this, you can't do that. You continue to disrespect my boundaries. I gave you one little fair chance, one warning, and then you cross the line again. To the loo. See ya. I wouldn't want to be you. See ya.
I'm telling you, all they telling you to do is to not give a fuck about them because the dudes that slept with them and gave them the kids was the one that didn't give a fuck about them. The nice guy finished last 100 times out of 100.
But he still finishes.
100 times out of 100. At some point,
She's so ignorant, but he still finishes. Guys trying to finish first, not last, man. Nobody remember last place. Everybody remember the winner.
at some point, y'all gonna have to understand that y'all are the ones that's causing the destruction of these families and this culture right now.
So it's not the
every
men that's
single
creating
day.
these families and walking.
Every day.
It's
The
not
men-
the men that
because we
create
don't
these
wanna
men
put
families
up
that
with
and
they
nigga
let
walking.
shit.
y'all choose for yourselves, y'all chose wrong 100 times
Every
out of
time.
100.
Per you.
No, y'all did.
Per you.
Better for what? What do I got to look forward to?
Better for their family, better for their
Better
partner,
for their kids.
themselves.
Better is worse. Listen, the better I get, the more you don't want me. Y'all want.
That's a
That
fact.
don't that
Big facts. The more you on your purpose is the less they want. If you on BS, like I can go and get any woman right now, but just be on. I kick all BS. I kick all BS, smash in a day, less than a half of a fraction of a second. I kick all BS to you. That's what I want to do. But once you on your purpose, you on your dean, you on your you headed to where you headed. They don't like that because you want to know why? I figured out that then they will have to step up to the plate. Think about it. If you're going into your direction and it's for the best, I'm talking about the ultimate you, they will then have to go in that direction, and or if they're attaching themselves to you, right? Because they're going to follow the leader, they will have to become better by default. Mostly women don't want to become better by default. They want to remain the same and wonder why their life end up being what it is. They don't want growth. They would much rather be stagnant. And if you plan on growing, you're going to surpass them and they're going to try to hold you back because misery loves what? Company. All makes sense to me. Smash that like.
Makes absolutely no
want
sense.
Hello.
That
And
he
listen,
just
the
spewing
reason why y'all don't
bullshit.
want these ain't shit
It
niggas.
ain't bullshit.
Because if you got a dude that's on something, you got to be on something. But you ain't shit.
Right.
But you ain't shit.
Okay, all right. Let me ask you a question, baby. Let me ask you a question. Why do women call the dude that is the good guy a lame?
Why do y'all be thinking
Yeah, y'all do.
just
No, we
because a
don't.
nigga, just because you ain't got no mic, so you can't answer. I'm gonna answer for you. Just because a dude appears to be, a decent human being, you're not cheating, you're not putting your hands on people and all that, that don't make you a good guy. You can still be a piece of shit. You can be
Mental
a quiet,
can be
you can
fucked.
be a quiet piece of
Mental
shit.
can be fucked.
No, that ass. We be like, oh, he's a nice guy. Why? Because he don't beat your ass.
What's
He's
a
still
good guy?
piece of shit-ass nigga.
What's a good guy?
He still break you into.
No.
What's the good guy?
Super,
This
that's
why
a
I
great
just pay the
question.
40 and leave.
What's the good guy to a man? What's a good guy? No, I'm asking you, nigga.
I'm a
It's a
great
man
guy.
with all the
So
answers.
tell me, what makes you a great guy?
What makes me great is that I'm the personification of what I would want my daughter to marry.
Okay, so explain it. Tell us what.
But we asking for like
That's what makes me
qualifications.
Okay.
What are qualifications?
What's the qualifications you provide?
What do men have to meet? Like what criteria do they?
Man, he just crushed the whole audience by saying that. Supposed to lead by example. So most of these women on these panels is fatherless, obviously. I see how they act the way they act. Most of them. Look at them. Very disgusting to me. You can look how you look. You have a Coke bottle. You could be this. You can have your money together. All of that. That means absolutely nothing to the fellas. Absolutely nothing. You're too strong. What's your last name? Armstrong, madame? You're too strong.
They have to meet to
That's
be
what I wanna know.
considered a good man.
If you didn't have your daddy, you wouldn't know no way.
No,
Even-
2K.
even
No.
if it was
Let him
in your
answer.
face.
Let him answer this question.
Yeah.
Let him answer.
He got go.
Let him answer.
Listen, half y'all that had good men, you didn't know he was a good man because you never had a man.
So, all right, I'm gonna answer this question in full.
Come on.
But it depends on what age you are. See, and this is why I don't talk. This is why I don't talk to women because they don't want the context. So, if you are 19, 20, 21, 22, you don't have to have money. You're supposed to be broke unless you're doing it the wrong way. So, the definition of a good guy is a guy that got good character and great work ethic, and he loved God. That's all he got to have at that young age.
At that young
Now,
age, yeah.
it's different for a guy that's 35, 40, 45, 50.
For sure.
Okay, because then he has to have the results, and you can look at his life and pretty much tell what type of guy he's going to be for you with the results that he's gotten and the people that he's affected in his life.
Yeah.
So the definition of a good guy is supposed to be a guy that aligns with where you would want your life to go. That's it. It's simple as that. Some people got different criteria depending on their spirituality. A good guy is a guy that believes in God and then he's focused. Some people got a different criteria depending on whether or not his finances that's aligned with where it is that they're trying to go and whether he can boost her up and then take her to a certain space, right? So the criteria and the context is going to change from person to person. But ultimately,
look at her face. Pay attention to her face. Look at her face. Y'all see when the truth hurts, the head get tilted back, the flab underneath her chin, it starts to be quiet. Now her mouth shut and the flab is still open. She right there, she look at her hand, look at her body language. She's like, oh shit, he may be saying nothing but the truth. Look. Now she's looking at him eye to eye. Like, this man is certainly correct. Look at her hands. See, the body language don't lie. The body language don't lie. Look at her. Her hands is actually crossed, which means that she's either confiding into something and or something that he said resonated with her. So now she feels some type of way. Body language. See, people mouth lie, but their body language don't. Pay attention. Peep game. Peep game. He got y'all. I just freeze framed the whole thing. He got y'all.
I see women pick over and skip over the guy that they were supposed to. Most women have skipped over the guy that they were supposed to be.
He was
with.
ugly.
And that, see? You see what I'm saying? I you for being honest though.
I'm ugly with somebody I'm not physically attracted to.
Exactly. I gotta settle. Like,
and that's what's wrong with these women nowadays, right? Why does it matter how he look? The hell? It's like y'all dating women. Doesn't matter how the guy look. Don't it matter about his character, where he's headed in life, not how he look. When you're young, he got to look like this, he got to look like that. When you're an older man, most of you women are over 30. You shouldn't have the same analogies that you had when you was 17, 18. Now I see how your life ended up what it is. Think about it. You have the same way of thinking. If the guy's ugly, oh well. If he got Hank and he's going in the right direction, that's all you need to be worried about. But y'all want a guy to look like a girl. Y'all think that we care about beauty as far as men? No, I mean, we're gonna present ourselves to be what we're gonna be. But if we're presenting ourselves to look a certain way, that's for y'all. That's not for us. So does it really matter to us men? No, it matters to you. Think about it. A lot of women, they dating these men because they damn near like women. They want y'all to be just like women, which means they want y'all to think like them and react like them when we ain't y'all. And it's not going to ever be that way. That's a delusional mindset. Something is wrong with your programming. Let's continue.
I'm going to put it like this. You have to
settle for a guy with money and he ugly too.
Right.
Yes, they do.
They do that all the time. They do that all the time.
He's not lying. He's not lying.
He's not lying.
In that sense, I guess she
Women
feel like
morals
this.
change based off
If he broke and can't provide and he ugly, why?
But you putting all of the worst things together,
Right.
I'm talking about. You cannot tell me
He's being a bit extreme. She's talking about the minority, not the majority. Come on, lady.
That you haven't run into guys in your lifetime. That was a good dude.
No, I never said I haven't.
So why didn't you pick him?
Because that wasn't what I wanted. I don't have to settle.
Exactly. So if it wasn't who you wanted, then you have to take responsibility for who you chose.
Facts.
I'm not saying you right about that too. You're right about that.
You know, that goes.
I take accountability for my choices and who I had kids with. I take accountability for that.
You were wrong.
Yeah. Hey, and that goes into the conversation we had yesterday. Like, yo, if you have a type and you're not married, that type ain't for you. You need a different type. You need to be with somebody else because clearly your type fucks you over every single time. So you need to be with somebody else that's not your type.
In a hot towel, I humble some of y'all. Y'all wipe out that makeup. You ain't attractive as you think you are.
Cut that beard off, my nigga. Take that
Take the head off.
Take that head off.
Take the head off.
Take that head off.
Take the head off, Mr. Brown.
Cut your beard
Take the head off, Mr. Brown.
I grew it. You put yours out.
He grew up, man, and you put yours on. Who y'all think in a better situation? Just another episode of the Healthy Discussion Show. I wanted to go through this because I thought this was actually a great discussion to have amongst people so we can have a better understanding of what we need to do as far as people and being together in order to move on. Where we went wrong, what things we need to iron out. I think this was actually perfect. In order to support the channel, all I ask is you guys to go shopping for me. Go if you have loved ones, friends, family, get them those AirTag EMF protectors. I'm gonna link the link down below. It's gonna be right inside of the description as well, and I'm gonna pin it to the top of the chat. This is how you support the channel. I appreciate everyone. Remember, positivity over negativity always. Peace, love, and blessings.